Are you a new manager? Is it your first appointment as a manager, or are you taking on a new team? Congratulations. For any manager, starting right is the difference between hitting the ground running with your team by your side and a downward, desperate spiral towards team disintegration. Every new manager wants to do a good job. Every new manager dreams of being a great leader who inspires their team to greatness, making themselves look great in the process. I've been a coach for a long time, and I've worked with too many managers who started off on the wrong foot, and that led to months and sometimes even years of struggle and pain, none of which was necessary. My new program, Help, I'm a New Manager, is for you if you can say yes to any of the following statements. You're about to manage a team for the first time. You're an experienced manager, but you're taking on a new team. You're in the early days of your time with your team, and it's just not unfolding the way you hoped it would. Or you're really stuck. You've been with your team for some time, and you're just not making progress. This program's not for you if you are preparing yourself for management, but you don't yet have a specific management job in sight. Leading a team that seems not to support you or accept you wreaks havoc on your confidence, is dreadful for your reputation, and does real damage to your career. I had a client called Eric who had been managing a team for about a year. Eric is one of the nicest people I have ever worked with, a real gentleman, bright, thoughtful, genuinely caring, a great listener. All the ingredients that should have assured his success, and quickly. He was a foreigner leading a local team, so he was an outsider. And in his team was someone who believed that he should have got the job, and so did some of his colleagues. Eric's style was to spend a good long time asking questions and listening before making any drastic changes. It seemed as though his team members were responding okay, until he started trying to get things done. Then all he got was resistance, failure to implement decisions, offline discussions, lots of gossip, general unhappiness. Eric was at a loss. After all, he was a good guy and never had problems like this with any previous team. He had always been confident about his abilities as a leader, and yet nothing was working. He struggled along on his own for about 9 months, and then I was called in to help him. After talking to him for some time, my diagnosis was this. It was all about the way he started. He didn't start things right with his people, and this resulted in months of frustration. It also stalled his projects and created enormous stress for everyone involved. Eric had always had so much success. Every previous assignment had been completed successfully. And yet here he was, quite late in his career, just struggling to get to first base. Can you imagine the impact this had on his confidence? And what would it have done to his reputation if he continued to struggle along with the team with so little success? He had worked too long and too hard and had too many wins for this one failure to be his legacy. Imagine being a manager for the very first time, struggling with your team like this. What would it do to your career? What would it do to your confidence? You don't need to go through this yourself. Did you know that a full 50% of new managers fail in their first 24 months? And most of these managers fail because they are really, really busy, but with the wrong things. And because they're busy with the wrong things, they do not have the right things under control. They get stuck into what they think is the work before they have become clear on the most important things they should give their time and attention to. The result of this is that they become the proverbial hamster on the wheel, running furiously but getting nowhere. This is exactly what happened to Eric. But I have a great solution for you. My name is Belinda Davies, and I'm a coach. I help new managers to start right so that they can hit the ground running with their team by their side. In my course, Help, I'm a New Manager, I will help you to get started right so that you handle your first day and your first week really well, so that your team members really get you and you really get them, so that you and your team work together in a way that works for all of you, so that you're able to give your time and attention to your people and to your most important work, and so that you're able to lead one successful conversation at a time about even the most difficult topics. Being a great manager is about people, people, people. And if you don't get that right, it really doesn't matter what else you get right. So follow the link below to sign up for my 5-part course, Help, I'm a New Manager. I'll guide you through your early days in your new role. I'll show you how to nail your first day and your first week in your new job. I'll show you how to identify the vital signs that tell you that all is or is not well with and in your team. I'll show you how to decide how to spend your time and how to manage all of the other demands on your time. And we'll spend some time on the people thing, getting it right by leading well through successful conversations. Furthermore, you'll design your own personal development plan, and this will support you in being successful in your new role. For each part of the course, you'll receive a workbook, useful videos that support your learning, and practical exercises that you can complete and send to me for feedback. You'll also do a reflection exercise. Finally, you'll complete your own Enneagram personality profile, and you will be eligible for a free 1-hour consultation to discuss your profile in relation to your personal development plan. And once you've completed the 5-part course, you'll be eligible for my more advanced program, Managing and Leading in the 21st Century, which is full of great content and includes personal coaching with me, your program leader. So if you're a new manager and getting it right from the start really counts, if you can't afford to make a misstep and miss your only chance to get it right the first time, if you recognize that starting right is the difference between hitting the ground running with your team by your side and a downward spiral towards team disintegration and despair, then you should join me on my 5-part course, Help, I'm a New Manager. Just follow the link below to get started. I can't wait to take this journey with you. My goal for today was to give you the reassurance that starting well as a new manager is completely doable. It's not a mystery. It's not a matter of talent or charisma. It's a matter of getting a few things right early on. Just follow the link and join me on your winning journey. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, email me using the form below.